Last summer, I went on vacation in France. What I experienced in my vacation still horrifies me to this day. Let me give you a bit of background. Last summer, I decided to go on vacation in France, which is a country I've always wanted to visit. So I booked a hotel room, I booked a flight, and in July, I flew off to France. I arrived at about 2 a.m. at night at the airport, got a taxi, and arrived at my hotel in Paris. At the reception, I was given my room's card, one of those that you swipe at your door and it unlocks your room, and made my way to my room. But just before I left, the woman at the reception said, "Make sure you never knock on the door of room 303. I noted in agreement, but I was certainly confused. Why not knock on the door of that room? Anyway, I went inside my room and unpacked my things. I sat down on the couch and decided to watch some TV. But then, out of nowhere, I heard probably the loudest scream I have ever heard in my life coming from above me. I was freaked out and very scared. I walked out of my room and quickly ran to reception to tell them what had happened. I made my way to the counter and explained everything to the woman at the counter. She seemed pretty shocked, but mostly not very surprised of the event. She asked me to calm down, and police was called to the hotel for a checkup of the room 303. When police arrived, they questioned me about everything, and I basically told them I had heard a scream come from above my room. That room was quickly theorized to be room 303. Police officers made their way to floor 4, where room 303 was, and they kicked down the door, only to not come back out of the room. We got worried, and me and one security guard, along with the reception woman, rushed up to floor 4 to check on the officers. We reached the door, and what we saw inside can't even be called terrifying. It's something more than that. All officers were dead, blood everywhere, all windows broken, and the room was pitch black, except the candle that was lighting up part of the room. Then, a woman wearing a white dress jumped out of the bed and ran towards me. Me, the security guard, and the reception woman run as fast as we could down the main entrance of the hotel and got out. We quickly notified police of the matter, and they sent out the French SWAT, you could call it. I made my way to my room, packed my stuff, took a taxi, and went to a coffee shop nearby to calm down. The next day, I booked a flight back home and left France for good. All I know is I'm never going back to France. And if you ever hear a scream coming from room 303 in your hotel, run.